Thanks for joining us for the Sports News. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, bringing you a very special edition of the Sports News. Earlier, I caught up with a special guest, Herschel Walker, and here's what he had to say. Welcome back, and thanks for joining us. The excitement is building as the race for the Heisman Trophy is heating up, and we're closing in on another college football playoff season. So exciting. Joining us today to help give our viewers his take on this historic season, as well as a few pointers about how to play good, safe football, is football legend Herschel Walker, and we're so pleased to have you, Herschel. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you for having me on. I'm here with my friend, the Athletic Duck, and we're talking about supplemental insurance, like trying to keep people healthy and keep the kids healthy out there, and for your weekend warriors to let them know, guys, don't just think you can get off the couch and go run a 100-yard dash or play flag football. Get off that couch and start exercising first. And for you guys out there playing on that football field, listen to your body. You'll wear the proper equipment. Today, guys are trying to look cool, not wearing the proper equipment, and do the proper way of tackling. You know, those are some key points because guys are getting bigger, they're getting faster today, and you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah, absolutely well said, and get moving, right?
You got to get moving, and I think that's the biggest key. You know, you got to get out, you got to do something. Get rid of those iPhones, get rid of those Android phones, get rid of those computers, and just get out and walk. You know, you can start slow. You don't have to go out there thinking you got to run a marathon on your first run. Go out and just start real slow, walk, run, and take your time, and sooner or later it'll happen.
Well, thanks so much for that great pointer, of course, and we're going to get into the hard-hitting journalism now, Herschel. We got to talk to you about the Heisman Trophy. The season's more than half over. So what's your take? Who do you see as the top contenders to take home this year's trophy?
Well, I'm going to name a couple of guys. You know, you got Leonard Fournette there at LSU. You got Ezekiel Elliott there at Ohio State. You got Borkin there at TCU. You got Derrick Henry at Alabama. And, you know, one thing that is important, Derrick Henry and Leonard Fournette is going to play each other pretty soon. So I think that's going to sort of figure out who's going to be the front runner there and what team is going to be the front runner. And then, you know, with Ezekiel Elliott there at Ohio State, you know, I think Ohio State is going to be one of your final four teams in the playoffs. So I think he's going to be still out there. So it's going to be interesting this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you don't have a lot of time, so we're going to ask a couple of questions about injuries and staying injury-free this season. And just anytime you're playing contact sports like football, whether it's professional or for our viewers at home who might be playing local organized sports or even high school, real quick, you know, what's your take on keeping those folks injury-free?
Well, I think what you got to do is listen to your body. You got to take care of yourself. And most of all, you got to have supplemental insurance. You pay for those out of pocket expenses because it's expensive today. You know, guys, as I said earlier on, they're bigger, they're faster, so the injuries are more pronounced now than ever before. And you are going to get injured. There's going to be some injuries out there, but you want to try to limit what type of injury you get. And the way you're going to do that is doing the proper technique, because that makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Well, Herschel Walker, I wish we had a lot more time to chat with you, but you're doing great things with getting folks active and talking about safety. We really appreciate that. For people who want more information, where can they go?
Well, you can go to athletic.com or follow them on Facebook or at Twitter at athleticduck. And I want to say, hey, go Packers. I tell you, they're playing great football as well this year.
Well, you're speaking to the right crew here. Thanks so much, Herschel Walker, for your great interview, and we appreciate your time. Thanks so much to Herschel Walker for taking the time to interview with us. We've got more special edition of the Sports News coming up. Next, we interviewed NFL player Devin McCourty to see how his special holidays go with Mama McCourty. That interview is next, so stick around.